racing action here.
That's Williams.
Okay, is this Donovan's car?
No, that's the Charger, isn't
It
it?
just hasn't been painted yet, I think.
Okay, I guess so, yeah. There it is, yeah. Fontana.
I'm not quite sure what that's all about.
No, I don't know, but
I'm sure Zeuschel, he had an unbelievable sense of humor.
looks like he's having fun.
Yeah.
This looks like up around Seattle. I don't know, that might be up there. Or all the trees in the background, I'm not sure.
Where did they go when they first took the Barnstormer, the first one?
It was Seattle.
Yeah, I think it might be
Seattle. Won the race.
Yeah. That's jet car Bob Smith. This is Romeo's car. That's not Palomides. I don't know who that is, but
So
this is his.
Does Zeuschel have something to do with that car?
Not that I'm aware of.
But could he have been involved with Ivo
Well,
when they raced him?
that's it, because when Ivo showed up with the hot dog stuck in the back of the car, and the first time they had that match race, I got a feeling that's what that was about. I don't think he had any involvement in this car at all. This is one of about 4 cars that Smith crashed. He kept getting back in the next car to pay off the hospital bills from the crash before, and it's Bob Smith. I mean, I'm not sure if this car wound up being the car that Glenn Leisher got killed in out at Bonneville. Romeo built quite a few of them.
Who's that?
Yeah, Slider. I don't know who these two guys are.
Zeuschel, is that Brown? This is the gas car, isn't it? The gas line.
Is that him?
That's the gas car.
Yeah, guys, I don't know. That's Foster. Safford.
Now, Safford worked for him for a number of years.
Did he? Yeah.
Then I think he left to go drive Mr. Dornstein.
Well, that's when he moved back east, and there's the Shark car that
Gorgeous car.
Chuck Flores wound up with that car. I often wonder whatever happened to it. It was a good-looking car. Don Gady.
That's the Saurus.
Yeah, that's the same car. Yeah.
This is what I always loved, Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile. Well,
He had
Yeah.
Donovan engrave those.
well, they were big Oldsmobile guys. Jimmy Nix.
They're redoing this car right now.
Yeah, it's done. Corey Conyers finished it up. It's absolutely gorgeous. It'll be at Bowling Green. John Neese owns it. Got started by Hannah, and Hannah's among the missing, so I don't know. Nix and great guy, Nix. There's Frank Cannon. Yeah. He came into the museum just before he passed away. He had Alzheimer's, didn't really know what was going on, but sad to see him go that way. There he is.
There's another one, yeah. See, now there he is with the
Hillborn on it again,
I
yeah.
don't know, is that Hightower? Or Carl Sheep? I can't tell. It looks like maybe
No,
I don't know. Might be Carl Sheeper when he was a lot younger.
like Carl. There's Gab.
Gablich.
There's Perdome.
That's Perdome, yeah. That's the B&M car there, I think. There we go.
Yeah, this is the one that if you look underneath, it says Zeuschel misspelled on one side and Zeuschel correct on the other. I always loved that.
A few cars have done that. I know when Paul Chavrian did the Poacher's car, tobacco was misspelled, and I pointed out, he said, well, that's the way it was on the original car. So, that, to do it, it needs to be that way. And you had Jack Ware, who his own T-shirts had his name misspelled. But is Joe Pasalacqua doing this car, I understand?
Yes.
Is he? Yeah.
Wow, that'll be fun to see
Scott's
that.
doing it.
Yeah. That'd be a great one.
Who's going to do the body?
I think Billy Scott's doing it all as far as
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting body to do.
Yeah, it would be. I'll tell you, the Corey Conyers guy, he's in Kansas, but he's as good as anybody.
As
And
anybody else?
he had a hell of a teacher. I just shame it wound up that way. It's oh, there we go.
Greg Brelove's car.
Yeah, none of those cars really worked. The streamlining things. It's just a shame. They were gorgeous, but all the Jocko stuff, it never really worked, you know.
That's like whenever I see Ivo, I usually tell him that the video liner was my favorite car.
Yeah.
And he just rolls his eyes. Because at the time when I first saw it, I was probably 13 at San Fernando.
Yeah.
And it just looked like a rocket.
Oh, it was just
gorgeous.
you had to love those cars. The guys doing that, but it's sad that it didn't work out. There's a gorgeous car,
What can you say about this one?
beautiful.
This has got an interesting story in that when Sorel was doing the body,
Oh yeah,
he didn't like the rake on the roll bars, so he cut the cage off of it, did the body, and then gave him the pieces
well,
back.
Roy Fiesta was furious over that deal. Had disassociated himself totally with that car.
There's another one, and whenever you mention this to Roy, he sort of rolls his
Oh, it was a bad deal. That was a bad deal, but the car was gorgeous. Greenemeyer would bring the car out to Irwindale when I ran it and test during the week. And at that time, he was telling me about flying the SR-71, and it was interesting. He couldn't say much about it, but he could drive the car, but he could never work the Christmas tree. He just never got the lights down, and Dixon wound up driving it.
Dixon, when I talked to him and I asked him about that roll bar, he said he never liked the car because he never fit in it.
Yeah.
And boy, if Dixon didn't fit
Well,
in it, there's not too many drivers out there. Maybe Goop Tuller.
Maybe Greenemeyer's a little bitty man. I mean, he's
Good for him.
yeah. So
Wiener Schlitz.
oh yeah, old Buddy Nicole, or if this is Nicole's car, Don Cook. They had
Hard racer.
oh, absolutely, fun guy.
There's the Smirnoff.
Yeah, not sure who that is. I'm glad that car finally got out of the hangar and Passalak was able to put it back to life. Gorgeous.
It's got to be the Marina Del Rey.
I imagine. But no, that's
Ooh, I've never seen that one before.
that's cool. Yeah, he had the Smirnoff sponsorship on his Bearcat, the Reno Air Racer, so it was kind of a natural over here on drag racing.
I was at Long Beach one time and Garlitz was there. And Garlitz told him it was unfair because he drank it and he felt he was supporting the car.
Yeah, probably so. Who we got
I
here?
have no idea who this is, but it evidently is.
This is Greenemeyer.
Oh, is it?
Is that Greenemeyer? Yeah, I guess it is, yeah.
And we don't know who the.
No, that would be Greenemeyer, yeah.
Turn the page. Once you turn the page and you see that guy is that guy.
Oh,
So who is that guy?
I don't know. I recognize that guy, but I can't put a name on it.
let's see if we can get
That's Larkin.
Larkin and Zeuschel.
Yeah. He's still around. He lives out in Banning. Talk to him every now and then. Not sure where that is. Even here, you can see the driver's not a good fit.
It's not a good fit at all, but I think the worst one I ever saw was Leland Cove in some of the cars he bought.
Well, Leland was,
He was
8 foot
really-
tall,
yeah.
And Jerry Glenn. K-Trap.
Okay, that's confirmed. The other guy said the same thing.
Yeah, that's K-Trap for
Now,
sure.
whose car is this?
Well, I don't know. It looks like Jerry Glenn drove it.
That is the Winkle Blend. The Winkle Trap car.
I don't know. I'm not sure who the guy is with the.
Winkle Trap. Maybe because it is in 66 or 67, but that looks later than that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's Terry Cook, I think.
Yeah, that's twice somebody said that.
Yeah.
I wonder what this is all about. Some kind of testing on something.
They got a camera mounted, it looks like there, and I don't know. That's Terry Cook for sure. That's Jerry Glenn. Oh, here we go.
There's the crew. It's early, it's a shower.
Yeah.
Injector, so
hardly anybody I know in there other than Zeuschel and Jerry Glenn. I think that was Glenn's first wife. Her name was Sharon.
This was an interesting car.
Yeah, that
We'll
was.
try and see if we can get McEwen over and have him tell us about this.
Well, he's already gone, so that won't.
did he?
Yeah, he stayed 15 minutes and gone. But you know, they flew this car, but they rebuilt another one, and Fred Seay wound up with it. It's now sitting in a shop in Spokane, Washington. All it needs to be is just put together and run. It's all the right patina on it. A guy named Dana Winters owns it. And that's a damn shame. It's just sitting there because it's exactly like it was when Fred Seay quit racing it, A guy named Bill Hayes, I think, drove this car or one like it.
That's a camera.
Why do I know him?
Not the same one.
Yeah, this is a different car.
His name is Daryl. It looks familiar, but I don't know
That's a
him.
new one because I didn't know that Navy built cameras. So
Nothing there. Position. Good stuff. Lions. Pistons, all right. He's getting
we're
into
learning different things.
Yeah.
yeah, that reminds me of something.
I'm not good on parts and pieces. There we
That's
go.
a nice shot.
Yeah. There's Art Christman, yeah.
Big John. So this is when he was doing the Chryslers from
Yeah,
Tasmania.
from Tasmanian, yeah. We're going to go see Art this afternoon. He's still in the rehab place down there on the beach. Zeusch. Art again. Don't know.
Yeah, because I think everybody was using their dyno at the time if it was gasoline.
No, that looks a little like Bruce Crowder, but I don't know. There we go. Well, he was one of the, Pink, Black, Zeuschel, Waterman. Those are about the four big guys you went to. That's Pennzoil Bob Smith. And he was did a lot for the racers back in those days. Prieto may know those guys.
Yeah, we're going to try
With none of the airplane stuff, huh?
no, we were primarily concentrating on just the early drag racing type of stuff.
Well, when he got off in the airplanes, and that really kind of marked the end of the drag race deal. But
Yeah, he did really well with pylon racing. We were really lucky. Annette gave me a lot of these pictures.
well, that's great.
Because I basically felt that he didn't get the recognition. So
No, he kind of got lost in the shuffle. Maybe it's because he got off on the airplane thing for a while, and he kind of out of sight, out of mind sort of a
it sort
thing.
of makes you wonder if he'd have stuck with the drag racing,
Yeah.
where it would have ended up. Because he
Well,
always made a boatload of power.
he did. It's hard to know because most of the guys like Black and Pink, they got out of building engines into selling components, So I imagine he may have gone that same route. But I guarantee he would have had good stuff, whatever it was. And or he'd have been another Alan Johnson out there, and he was that caliber of guy that that's great. Good memory joggers. I appreciate it.